So take this time now to, if you haven't already, set up your space and find either a comfortable sitting position, or if you're feeling quite lethargic this morning and feel like you need to lay for just a second while I introduce you to the class, you're welcome to do that as well. This is your Purify and Strength class. I'm so proud of you for attending this morning. With the Purify and Strength, it's really around helping you ease into your day. It's to purify the body by moving and building heat. So the sequence today will include lateral stretches and some back bending, which helps build the capacity of your inhale, and we'll test to see if that kind of has worked at the end with our breath work and meditation. And now if pranayama and meditation is new to you, it's nothing to fear. I will guide you through the whole way and we'll get to enjoy that together. So just allow your eyes to close for a moment. Let the palms rest face down on your thighs or somewhere resting in your lap. Just to welcome yourself to the practice. And the theme around this sequence today is how we engage with change. So change and uncertainty are nothing new. It can just be new circumstances in which we're presented with that may trigger a fear, stress, or anxiety response from that. The actual concept of change is ever present. Whenever we come to have a daily practice, whether it be yoga or something else, we're actually trying to encourage you to be the person who sees yourself moving through the changes, the postures and the breath. But there's this inner part of you that is observing that, and that's that inner stillness and the part of you that's not changing. So how you remain calm amongst change. Now let's begin on all fours. So moving your cushion or your block if you are sitting on one. Come onto hands and knees and make sure the knees are set back just a little bit further than your hips, and the wrists are resting underneath your shoulders. As you inhale, slightly dip the back, look forward, tailbone. As you exhale, chin in, round the spine, and move the seat back towards the heels, bending your elbows on the way back. As you inhale, come all the way forward, all fours, and keep moving forward. Don't move your hands, but try and let your hips and your thighs move down towards the mat. Slight back bend, little bend in the elbows. As you exhale, navel draws in, chin in, and move back to your heels. Do this 4 more times. Inhale, come all the way forward. Hips relax down, thighs try to connect with the mat. Slight bend in the elbows, opening the chest. Exhale, chin in, hips move back towards your heels. 3 more times. Trying to work with an equal breath in and an equal breath out, whatever the capacity of your breath is this morning. And exhaling back. Inhale forward. And exhale back. Let's do it 1 more time. So you'll inhale to come forward. You'll exhale back to something resembling a child's pose, letting the hips move back towards the heels. Stay down here and just walk your fingertips over to the left-hand side, keeping your forehead down towards the floor, getting a beautiful stretch into the right side body, opening into the laterals, getting space between the rib tissue. Notice how your breath feels here. You may feel really tight in the side body. Just focus on breathing into your right lung, all lobes of your right lung. I'm on fingertips. You maybe want to come down with hands just flat. Let your right hip be a little bit more heavy towards the right heel. And now walk your hands over to the other side. You find that asymmetrical poses start to highlight the asymmetries in the body. If you notice that the right side or left side feels more open, come back to the witness, not trying to change it, but just observing that part of you that is changing or is different. Two more breaths. We're not ever really in jobs that support opening the side body, so this may be quite intense this morning. Come back to center. Roll all the way back up to all fours. Tuck the toes now and push back gently into a downward facing dog, keeping the knees really bent this morning. Hips go high, knees bent, hands pushing into the mat and chin tucked in. Let's make this a little more dynamic. The knees come down, inhale. And exhale, chin in, toes tucked. Push back to downward facing dog. Push through the index finger knuckle and the thumb knuckle. 3 more times. Inhale, come down. And exhale, push back. Inhale, come down. And exhale, push back. Inhale, come down. Your next exhale, just stay in down dog for a few breaths. We hold. I just realized how serious I got all of a sudden. So if you're the same and you feel like your face is really focused and clenched, just invite a gentle smile to your face. Maybe it's more an internal smile. Step your right foot forward between your hands. If you need to use your hand to help your foot forward, and if you need blocks here to support you, we're just going to stay in a hold for a lunge. Just a few breaths. Just noticing how it feels in your hips. You may even like to move a little bit. Just to test the boundaries of your body today. How do your hips feel? See if you can try and bring the left hip forward more and the right hip back a little more. Gaze is forward, the collarbones are open, the chest is open. Hands plant down, step back to your down dog. Left foot forward, we come into a lunge. So remember, it's all about the side body and the inhale capacity, the enlivening, motivational, aspirational aspect of the breath. You may wish to move around a little bit just to see how it feels in the hips here. Your left side may be significantly different to your right, just knowing that that's okay. Chest open, heart open, collarbones wide. Step back to your downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward between your hands. Just for a moment, try and straighten the front leg, folding forward over the front leg. And then inhale, come down into a lunge, and we just do that 3 more times. It should feel really nice in the back of the right hamstring. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Inhale, come down, lunge. Exhale, push back, straight leg. One more time, inhale. And exhale, straight leg, folding forward over the front leg. Now, if you can, bring the left heel down to the mat, and you may need to bring the left heel out to the side a little bit as we come up to stand, initially starting with both legs straight. We're going to move in and out of warrior one, but the torso is going to be leaning forward, so we strengthen the back and we work on our inhale and the whole side body. So hands start by your side. As you inhale, reach forward into warrior one. The front knee bends, the back foot and heel is down. Exhale, come out of the pose, straighten the front leg. 4 more times. Inhale forward. Can you get the torso forward a little more, but keep the chest up? Exhale. Inhale, come forward. Gaze forward or slightly up. More aspirational, more inspirational. Moving out of stagnation. 2 more. Inhale. Reach forward. Push firmly through the left little toe side of the foot. Exhale, come out. 1 more time. Come into the pose. And stay. Keep the front knee bent. And now interlace the hands at the back of your body. Just 3 breaths here, working with building the inhale. As you exhale, don't completely release the exhale for your next breath in. And notice if you can get any more breath into the upper chest and back. 1 more breath. Straighten the front leg. Release the hands. Keep the legs where they are. But now keep the left hand open and by the side of your body. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Slight flex in your front knee as we move in and out of triangle pose. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach over to your right leg with the right arm. The right hand comes down wherever it meets. Maybe the leg or it may be the floor. So we're not trying to shift the hips back so we can reach the floor. It's more about the form and function. Inhale now, right arm parallel, and then come all the way up. You should feel the left side of the body engage. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach out with your right arm. The the hand comes down, shin, ankle, or mat. Inhale, right arm leads, and you come up. If you're shaking, so am I. Exhale, 2 more. Really working the side body. Building energy upwards, moving out of stagnation. And notice how your body's changing, how your breath might be changing. 1 more time. Exhale, stay down now. Hand resting wherever it is right now. And now 4 breaths and rounds of moving the left arm up and over. As you inhale, left arm reaches up and over the head. You may follow it with your gaze if your neck is feeling safe. Exhale, hand comes back to the side body. Inhale, arm comes up and over. Maybe your legs are burning. Stay with me. Exhale, left arm back. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale 1 more time. Exhale. The hand comes back to the side of the body. And now cycle all the way back into a lunge position. The hands come down to the mat. The back heel comes off the mat. Re-bend into your front knee for just a moment. On fingertips, blocks, or palms may be flat on the ground. Gaze forward, collarbones wide. Notice the heat that you're building here. Notice that part of you that is able to observe yourself in the sequence. Maybe heart rate rising, but try and calm the breath rhythm back to whatever is working for you this morning. Step back into a downward facing dog. Adjust. Let's get symmetrical. We've been on the right side for a little bit. Hips high, knees bent to really feel the traction, the whole front side of the body, top half of the body and the lower half. Left foot steps forward between your hands. Stay just in a lunge for a moment. From the lunge, on your exhale now, just straighten the front leg and fold over as best you can. There may be a really big bend in the front knee. Inhale, re-bend both knees. Gaze is forward. On the exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come down. 1 more time. Exhale, push back to your straight legs. And now the left heel comes down to the mat. I'm shifting my foot just a little bit wider on the mat, so when I come up to a standing position, that it's comfortable in my stance. Adjust yourself as you need, hands resting by the side of the body. We move in and out of our little warrior 1 flow, progressing into triangle. So you inhale, bending to the front knee, the arms raise up, gaze is forward, torso slightly forward. Exhale, hands lower down, straighten the front leg. 4 more times. Inhale, come forward, shoulders slightly forward of hips. Building the capacity in your lungs. Exhale, come out. 3 more times. If you've gotten serious again, try and bring the smile back. Bring that playful creativity back into your sequence. 2 more times. One more time, we go into the pose. We hold and then release the hands to your lower back and interlace the fingers in the opposite grip if you can. You'll know which way is the opposite grip. It feels really foreign with the thumbs overlapping in a different way. Keep the torso leaning forward, just 2 more breaths here. Inhale, see if you can reach higher in your chest, but keep the front knee bent. And your exhale, navel towards spine. 1 more breath. Exhale. Straighten the front leg. Keep the right hand next to the body. Now I'm going to be facing away from you so you have a different perspective on this pose. Right arm stays next to you. Left arm comes up to the ceiling. As you inhale, reach up. As you exhale, reach forward with your left arm into your triangle pose. Leave the right arm where it is. Left arm comes parallel, and you come up to standing. 3 more times. Exhale, left arm reaches forward, slightly flex in your left knee to not lock it out. Inhale, left arm reaches first, and then you come up. Now come down, exhale, leave the hand where it is, and now we move the top right arm. Inhale, right arm comes forward, tracing the hand of the fingertips with your gaze. Exhale, the hand comes back to the side of the body. If this is too much, just look down. Inhale, right arm comes forward. Push firmly into your back foot here. Exhale, the hand comes back to the side of the body. 2 more times. Inhale, right arm forward. And exhale, right arm back. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale, right arm back. See if you can twist a little more on the exhale. Cycle down into a lunge pose. Just for a few minutes, you may need to readjust your right foot. Heel is off the mat, your own fingertips, just for another 2 breaths. Notice if you're feeling any lighter, any more open in the body. Now from here, listening carefully, step the back foot forward into a forward fold this time. Feet hip distance apart. To find that, you can place both of your fists in between your feet, just to make sure you've got an accurate hip distance for your anatomy. Bring the hands to the backs of the legs. Keep the chin tucked in. As you inhale, slide the hands up the legs and slide your whole body up to a standing position. Just take pause for a moment. If standing ever makes you feel dizzy or lightheaded, just allow your chin to come a little closer to your chest. We move in and out of Uttanasana or forward folding just for about 4 rounds. As you inhale, open your chest, collarbones wide. As you exhale, chin in, slide the hands down the backs of the legs, folding forward as far as you can go today. If you don't get very far, that's okay. Inhale, hands sliding up the legs, chin in to keep the spine long. And exhale, chin in, fold forward. With your inhale, see if you can draw the upper arms back first and then let your body follow. One more time, exhale, forward fold. Knees bent as much as you need to allow your back, your low back to be nice and flat. Let your hands rest either on blocks of the mat for just 3 breaths. If you've noticed that your nervous system is feeling a little bit out of control, let's come back to equal breath in and equal breath out. Most things in life are a bit of a mind game, and it's exactly the same with your practice. So you've noticed your heart rate, breath rate has come up. Play the mind game of bringing that calmness back by focusing on your breath. Hands come back to the legs, slide all the way up to a standing position. Just a little bit more strengthening of the back. We just move in and out of dynamic chair pose for 3 rounds. So inhale, the arms come up. Exhale, sink the hips low, not below your knees. Pause here. Inhale, reach with the arms. And as you exhale, fold forward all the way down so your belly rests on your thighs and your hands may meet next to your feet. Inhale, come back into chair pose, hips low. Pause for your exhale. Inhale, push up to standing. You're probably finding that the slower and more controlled that we go, the more challenging it is. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, sink the hips low. Pause. Inhale, reach up. Just feel a little back bend here. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come back into chair. Pause for the exhale, feel your tailbone tucking under. Inhale, push up to standing. One more time, exhale, move down into chair. Inhale, reach with the arms. Exhale, fold over your knees, the hands come down, forehead comes down. Inhale, back into chair. Pause for your exhale. Inhale, come up to standing. Just take a moment to pause. As much as you want to close the eyes down, have a soft gaze forward or slightly up. Stay engaged, stay focused. Exhale, fold forward. Move back into a downward facing dog. Hips high. Sigh out the breath if you need to release any tension, any exhaustion. Step your right foot forward between your hands now and turn your left heel down. The feet come parallel. So both toes facing forward and your hands resting on blocks, the mat, or fingertips. It feels really nice to be on fingertips here. As you inhale, scoop the chest forward. As you exhale, chin in, bend down. Let the head come down, getting a beautiful stretch now into the back of the hamstrings. As you inhale, scoop forward like you're doing a little back bend, opening the collarbones wide. If you need to bring your hands to your legs to do this, just notice what feels best in your body today. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, come up. Halfway lift and exhale. This time, remain folded down and bring your hands to the backs of your calves or your ankles here. If it feels better for you, slightly bend into both of your knees, letting the head and the neck relax here. And what we're going to do, staying folded down, slightly bend into your right knee. Keeping the left leg straight. Notice how it feels in the adductors and the inner thigh and the hips here, opening in that lovely area to the inner thigh. Switch sides. Left knee slightly bends, right leg straight now. Bending the elbows so you're gently easing your body through your legs. If you're nowhere near this pose, just bending the knee and holding wherever you can on the legs. Both legs straight now. And bring your hands back down to the mat. Just fold symmetrically. After any asymmetrical pose, it's lovely to get symmetrical again. Noticing how you're feeling now in the whole body, in your breath, and in your mind. And amongst the change, whether there's been anything constant in the way that you've observed yourself in this sequence so far. Gently bring the hands to the backs of the legs. Keep the chin tucked in as you slide yourself up to a standing position. Just take pause for a second. Again, if you feel like your blood pressure dropped, feeling a little bit lightheaded or dizzy, chin down. And now bring the feet to be together. Now this next pose is a balancing pose before we start to work into our cooling postures on the floor. If you just know you have no balancing capacity at all, find yourself a wall. And if you need a strap for this, we will be holding onto our foot. You can grab something for that now. Otherwise, I'll give you variations when we go into it, and you can choose to stay in the first stages of the practice if that works for you. So bring your hands to your hips. And now just lift your right knee and hug your right knee in towards you. Again, if you're finding this challenging already, have a chair or a wall close by. First stage of this practice, I like to teach it so that we all start at the same level. Take your left hand to your left hip, right knee gently opens the right thigh out. That may be plenty for you. Push firmly into your left leg. If you want more and know you can go further, bring the right knee back to center. Take a hold of the little toe side of the foot. Extend the leg out in front of you and come into a lateral stretch. Right leg comes out to the right. And if you fall, laugh. I'm laughing for you and with you because I probably will fall at some point. Left arm comes up to the ceiling. Stretch up through the left side body. Push firmly through the left leg. Couple more breaths. Come back. Shake the legs out. We go to the other side. So starting hands on hips. Left knee comes up. It's like we're opening a little door. Left knee opens out to the left, taking a hold just under the knee with your left hand. This is just such a beautiful stretch in itself, even if you don't get the legs straight today. If you're going for the challenge, take a hold now of the little toe side, your left foot, you extend it out in front of you. And how do we turn this into a lateral? We move the leg out to the left. And we bring the right arm up to the sky. Little wobbles going on here. Push firmly through the right foot. Left hip sinks down. Reach up with the right arm. One more breath. Reach. Exhale. Right hand comes back. Right leg comes back. Bend the knee. And come to rest. Hands relaxed by your side. Resist the urge to close the eyes down here. Keep the gaze forward or slightly up. And turn now to face the front of your mat and fold all the way down. Step back to a downward facing dog and let your knees come down towards the mat. A very similar movement that we did at the beginning of class. It's called Chakravarkrasana. We inhale and look forward. As you exhale, chin moves in as the hips move back. It should feel really nice in the body as we start to cool down. Inhale, come forward. And exhale, chin in. Hips move back towards your heels. Inhale, come forward, up into all fours, and now slightly shift your right knee back, just a couple of inches back from your left knee, and do the same movement and notice how it feels in your body. Inhale, look forward. As you exhale, bend into the elbows and try and move the hips back at the same time. Quite an interesting sensation. We get heightened to the sensation of the side body. Inhale, come up. 2 more rounds. Exhale, chin in, navel in, hips and seat back. Inhale, come up. 1 more time. Remember, as you exhale, tuck the chin, bend the elbows, and feel the asymmetry in the body as you're moving into this pose. Come up to center. Let's switch sides. Left knee shifts back a little now. As you inhale, gazes forward, collarbones are wide. As you exhale, chin in, navel in, hips move back, and the elbows bend. Inhale, come up. 2 more rounds. Exhale, chin in, navel in, hips move back, and the elbows bend. Be the witness to how your body is experiencing this right now. Inhale, come up. And exhale, move back. Inhale, back up to all fours. Now lay all the way down onto your belly. Tops of the feet down, the hands resting next to the side of the chest. We just do a symmetrical pose to lengthen and strengthen the back body before we start to move into our final postures. Keep the feet down, keep the hands where they are. And on your inhale, lift the chest up as high as you can, maybe using a little bit of strength from your hands, trying not to engage the glutes here. using the strength from your upper back and lower back. Exhale, chin in, forehead comes down. Do this 4 more times. Inhale, come up into your cobra. And exhale, move down. Gently massaging the abdomen with the breath. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. Feel the strength along both sides of the spine. Tops of feet pushing down. The glutes aren't engaged here. And come down. And let's come to flip straight onto our backs. And this should feel really lovely. Have the knees bent, feet hip distance apart, palms resting face down by your body. Eyes can actually close down here. Notice the sensation of your heartbeat, the body resting on the mat. Just 4 times. You inhale, lift the hips up, arms come up and over the head. Some gentle counter poses for all the lateral work that we've done. Exhale, the hands come down by the side of the body, the hips come down. 3 more times. Inhale. These aren't your biggest bridge that you can do. It's just a nice gentle movement, cooling you down. Exhale, come down. 2 more times. Gentle smile wherever you are. 1 more time. Exhale, come down. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Gentle rock, massaging abdomen and lower back. And let's do this final posture on both sides to see whether we've opened up a little more into the inner thigh, to the side body. Let the left foot come down to the mat. Maybe you want to use your strap here, but take a hold of your big toe with your right hand. So right index and middle finger, peace fingers to the right big toe. Inhale, the right leg comes up as high as it can. It may be pretty bent. And then take the right leg out to the right. If you're still with me, left leg extending on the mat. Keep the left foot engaged, so flex the toes back towards you. And now reach your left arm up alongside your head. So it's exactly the same as the standing pose, but we're lying on our back. Now I find this particularly easy to access lying on my back as opposed to the standing, and you may be really similar, or it may have been in reverse for you. So try and reach up with the left hand a little more, stretching the left side body, and feel both feet engaged, flexed, inner thighs engaged. One more deep breath here, reaching with the left arm, keeping the hips planted on the mat. Now rebend into your left knee. Take your right leg back up and rebend it. So you can use a strap for that if you need. Just take pause, both hands next to the side body, feet resting on the mat. feeling now this descent as we get closer and closer to the relaxation part of the practice. Left knee hugs in now. Choices of strap or peace fingers to the big toe of the left foot. Left leg comes up straight as you can, and then the left leg comes out to the left, choosing whether you extend your right leg here. Right toes flex, left toes flex. Right arm comes up along the right side of the head, so your bicep is near your ear. You feel this beautiful stretch along the right side body. Take 3 slow and deep breaths here. See if you can relax into your hips a little more, even though your legs are engaged. And maybe this provides a deeper opening for you. This is nowhere near accessible for you. Continue to try and practice this for the next amount of time that you have access to this class, and just notice how little pockets of your body start to open. You start to get stronger. One more breath. Inhale, reach with the right arm. And exhale, knee comes back to center. Hug the knees in. Curl the whole body up here. Squeeze yourself into the smallest little ball that you can. Squeeze, really squeeze, contract everything, even your face. One more breath. And then exhale. Come into your Shavasana pose. The legs extend wide. Heels a little wider than hip distance apart. And the palms resting face up next to your body. Before you enter into complete stillness and surrender, take 3 full breaths. Even if you wish to grab a cushion to place under your head or your knees, or blankets, get yourself as comfortable as you can. 3 deep breaths. So you're focused and aware of your breathing. And now gently invite the breath to have no particular rhythm. It's effortless. Be aware on your inhale of the navel moving away from the spine, abdomen filling. And as you exhale, the navel pulls in towards the spine. Gravity helps it move back. And now as you inhale, the belly lifts. Feel that there's a sense of light moving in between your eyebrows. Light in on the inhale. And on the exhale, feel light moving out through the third eye, between the eyebrows, as the navel descends back to the spine. Continue with this method. Effortless breath, just being aware of the movement of light coming into the body on inhale as the belly rises, and on exhale, light moves out of the body, illuminating all the cells in the body and the space around you. Just another minute or so here, focusing on the technique, effortless breath, light moving into the body and light subsuming the body. Softly let the technique go and just rest in a pool of light. Without moving the body, just come back to the awareness of where your body's situated, the sounds that are coming in through the senses. If you feel so guided today to continue the breath work and meditation lying down, you're welcome to do so. Otherwise, draw the knees in towards your chest, rolling over to your right side, and rest on your right side for just 1 or 2 breaths to allow the body, breath and mind to balance. Before you then make your way into a comfortable seated position. I'm currently sitting on a block. You may wish to have a firm blanket or cushions to allow your hips to raise. And if you're lying on your back, just make sure that you feel comfortable and calm. It's about creating space in and around our practice so that we're not just rushing in and rushing out. We now move into the pranayama section of the sequence. And so pranayama is to the mind what the asana is for the body. So what we just did for the body, how it moved and strengthened us, the breath work is as effective for our mind. So we'll do 4 stages of breath work. We do 3 rounds of inhaling for 4 counts and exhaling for 4 counts. 3 rounds of inhaling for 5 and out for 5. 3 rounds of inhaling for 6 and out for 6. And then the last round will be inhaling for 6, pausing for 2 or 3 counts, and holding the breath in the chest and the lung area as we allow our chin to fold forward. And then the exhale will raise the chin again for 6 counts. So I'll guide you through that. Find your comfortable seat. There's nothing that you need to do with your hands or your face. Let the face relax, let the hips relax. Even see if you can roll back a little into your seat. Feel soft. Now just allow yourself to feel the spinal column tall and supported. Taking 2 or 3 regular and calm breaths in through the nostrils. and out through the nostrils. Slightly audible sound. One more time. Let's begin. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Increasing in 2, 3, 4, 5. X, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more round. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue with your 6 count inhale and exhale for just another 2 rounds or so as I explain to you this last stage that we go in. So we'll inhale for 6 counts, then we'll be pausing for 2 or 3 counts, focusing the attention and energy in the heart center. And then we'll exhale for 6 counts. So wherever you are in your breath cycle now, let's join together again. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. Let the chin pull down towards the chest. Gather the breath in the chest area as you exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more time. Inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Chin pulls down. Even displace the head back a little bit. Gather the air and attention in the heart center. As you exhale, release the head. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now just take a couple of adjusting breaths to release any pressure buildup or tension. Relaxing the face, relaxing the neck, the shoulders. Now as you let your breath get still and calm, experience the sensation you had in Shavasana, where the light was moving in between the eyebrows on inhale, as the belly expanded, and on exhale, the belly moved in and the light moved out. A little bit more concentration required when we're seated. Let's revisit that and start to implement that technique again. So you inhale, belly expands as the light moves in between the eyebrows. As you exhale, light pierces through the eyebrows, the third eye center, and lights up all the cells in your body and the space surrounding you. In the yogic traditions, what they may call your aura, your energy center. Continue with this technique. Another couple of minutes or so, just resting in this beautiful presence. Let go of the technique now and just feel the sensation of lightness, transformation that may have occurred after moving your body. As you rest there in that space. To finish with the quote. It's a beautiful quote that really sums up this whole class, the theme of change. Change is painful. Growth can be painful. Nothing is as painful as staying stuck somewhere that you don't belong. I'll repeat that. Change is painful. Growth can be painful. But nothing is as painful as staying stuck somewhere that you don't belong. Bring the hands to meet your heart center. You may even wish to place your left hand for the ladies over the heart and the right hand over the left. For the men, right hand first and left hand over the right. You're more than welcome to join in for a final Om. Just feel the vibration against your heart. You may just choose to be surrounded by the sounds that comes through. Take an inhale. Bring your hands to heart center if they're not already there, to acknowledge your practice, to take that lightness into your day and to encourage and inspire others to be the force of change. Bow your chin towards your hands in gratitude of your self-care for this Sunday session. Namaste. Take as long as you need, as always. And if you need to get in contact with Tina or me, we're both very available via message or email. If something could be improved for you or whether you're really liking something, We love feedback so that we can give you what you need on your Wednesdays and Sundays, beautiful people.